Ito.
Ayan, okay. Nag-download din sa'yo eh.
Apo. Okay, in any moment we will start our cluster session. Please stand by. Okay, at exactly 4:40, we will start our cluster session. Please stand by. Okay, good afternoon to all of you, my dear students and professors. Welcome sa ating cluster session, Subject 7 Ethics. No? So I am Professor Rian Carlos Sinimenso, your lecturer for today. So our topic is all about utilitarianism. For the objective,
Dimenso. Excuse, Sir Dimenso. Hello, sir. Wait lang. Before Mr. Dimenso will proceed with the discussion on utilitarianism, let me just recognize the professors who are present with us here. Si Professor Sonia M. Capio. Andyan si Ma'am. Hello, Ma'am. Hello, Ma'am. Nakamute si Ma'am. And si Professor David Bali. David Bali. So we are four in here. Professor David Bali, Professor Sonia Capio, our head, Professor Ian Carol, and seniors with their students. Okay. So Professor Benzo will start with utilitarianism. Okay, sure.
okay. Again, good afternoon to all of you. So our topic is all about utilitarianism. No? So this unit is expected to discuss the basic principle of utilitarian ethics. Second, distinguish between utilitarian models, the quantitative model of Jeremy Bentham and the qualitative model of John Stuart Mill. And lastly, apply the utilitarianism and evaluating so the local and international scenario. So first, let us define first what is utilitarianism. No? When you say utilitarianism, it is a doctrine that actions are right if they are useful or benefit of majority. No? And also, it is focused on the outcomes of the action. No? So also, it is the benefit of the interest of many. No? So uh, the greatest happiness for the greatest number. So those are the definition of utilitarianism. Okay. For example, no. there is a Wi-Fi connected by 40 students, no, for their online classes. Then you also need Wi-Fi connection for your assignment to be submit later, no. So if you connect to the internet, the connection of the 40 students will be lost, no. So anong gagawin mo? What are you going to do? So if you choose not to connect to the internet and magi-giveaway ka, so yung magbe-benefit dun, ah yung 40 students, no? Ganun ang utilitarianism, yung magbe-benefit yung marami, no? And in utilitarianism, also is an ethical theory that argues for the goodness, no, of pleasure and determination. So yung right behavior based on the usefulness of the action and consequences. No? And this means the pleasure is good and that goodness of an action behavior is useless. No? So utilitarianism, it claims that one action and behavior are good in as much as they are directed toward the experience of the greatest number of a person. Always remember in utilitarianism, dapat may magbe-benefit dito na madami, no? In utilitarianism, there are two foremost utilitarian thinkers. Mamaya itatakal natin kung sino yung mga utilitarian thinkers. No? So yung system nila or their system of ethics emphasizes the consequences of actions, no? And then this means the goodness or badness of an action is based on whether it is useful in contributing to a specific and purpose for the greatest number of people. So yung utilitarian thinkers natin, andyan si Jeremy Bentham and then si John Stuart Mill. So sino ba tong dalawang ito? Una, si Jeremy Bentham, he was born on February 15, 1748 sa England. Taga-Inglaterra tong dalawang to. And he was the teacher of James Mill, the father of John Stuart Mill. No? So si Jeremy Bentham, he wrote about the greatest happiness principles of ethics. No? And he was known for a system of penal management called yung panopticon. He also an advocate of economic freedom, women's rights, and then the separation of church and state. So si Jeremy Bentham is also advocate of animal rights and abolition of slavery, yung death penalty, yung corporal punishment for children. So he denied the individual legal rights, nor he agreed with the natural law. No? So noong July 6, 1832, he donated his corpse, no? Yung kanyang katawan sa University of College London, wherein his auto icon is in the public display. Hanggang ngayon, nandun pa yung kanyang katawan. So, pangalawa naman si John Stuart Mill naman, yung ating pangalawang advocate ng utilitarianism. No, he was born on May 20, 1806 in Pentonville, London, sa UK din. No? He was the son of James Mill, a friend and disciple of Jeremy Bentham. He was homeschooled. Nag-aaral siya sa kanyang homeschooling siya. And then he studied Greek at the age of 3. How imagine that, no? And then nag-aaral siya ng Latin at the age of 3. So imagine that, napakabata. Nag-aaral sila ng Greek. He wrote the history of Roman law at 11. Imagine that, napakabata, no? At gano'n na yung kanyang pinag-aral. Nag-aral na siya ng Greek, ng Latin, and then ng history of Roman law. Napakahusay nitong si John Stuart Mill tsaka si Jeremy Bentham. And then he suffered on a nervous breakdown at the age of 20. Napakabata naman, no? He was married to Harriet Taylor after 21 years of friendship. Imagine that, oh. Kinasal siya kay Harriet Taylor, no? So his ethical theory and his defense of utilitarian views are found in his long essay na pinamagatang Utilitarianism noong 1861. So namatay siya noong May 18, 1873 in Avignon, France from Kellas, isa itong skin infection. Yun yung reason ng kanyang kamatayan, no? So, si Bentham, he is the pioneer of utilitarianism, no? Uh, it is important person in the field of utilitarianism. Kaya hindi nawawala sa utilitarianism si Jeremy Bentham, no? Tsaka ah, si John Stewart, no? So, the most of the idea of Bentham was agreed by Mill. Kaya tandem tong dalawang to in terms of utilitarianism, no? So, dito tayo sa principle of utility ni Bentham. So, first, he recognized the fundamental law of pain and pleasure in human life. And then, he approved or disapproved of an action on the basis of the amount of pain or pleasure brought about by consequences, no? Uh, also equates good with pleasure and evil with pain, and assert that pleasure and pain that are capable of a qualification, hence the measure. Dito sa dito sa principles of utility is about our subjection to this sovereign master. Ano ba yung dalawang sovereign masters? Dito ba yun? Yes, andito. So meron tayong dalawang sovereign masters, no? Una is yung pleasure and yung pain. So these masters are given to us by nature. So bigay sa atin ng nature itong sovereign masters na to, no? To help us determine what is good or bad para malaman natin kung ano ba yung mabuti at hindi. And ought to be done and not they fasten our choices to their throne. So dito, for example, kapag binigyan ka ng chocolate, no, tatanggapin mo ba yung chocolate na yon? Yes, oo, tatanggapin ko yung chocolate na yun. Kasi, syempre magiging happy ka. Pero kapag lagi kang binibigyan ng chocolate na yon, syempre sasakit ng ngipin mo. Gugustuhin mo pa bang tumanggap ng chocolate na yon kahit na masakit na yung ngipin mo? Di ba? Kasi paulit-ulit ka nang binibigyan. So, if pleasurable, good, it create happiness, no? But kapag meron ka nang nararamdamang sakit, no? Syempre hindi na maganda yon. So, ganun ang kanyang principle. And then, in principle of utility, it is about our subjection to the sovereign master. Ito nga yung pleasure and yung pain na tinatawag natin. No? The principle refers to the motivation of our action guided by our avoidances of pain. I-avoid mo, hindi mo na ba tatanggapin yung chocolate kasi sumasakit na ba yung ngipin mo? And our desire for pleasure, or tatanggapin mo ba siya kasi nasasarapan ka sa chocolate? So the principle is also refers to the pleasure, no, yung pleasure as good if and only if they produce more happiness kung masaya ka than unhappiness, no? So this means that it is not enough to experience our pleasure, but also inquire whether the things we do make us happier. So also in utility is about our subjection to the sovereign master, yung pleasure and pain. Also the principle refer to the motivation of our actions, no, as guided by our avoidance of pain, no, and our desire for pleasure. So it is like saying that in our everyday actions, we do that in pleasurable and we do not do in painful. Ganon yung principles of utility. So meron tayong si Jeremy Bentham, meron siyang paraan kung paano may ika-calculate yung pleasure tsaka yung pain na to. Ang tawag niya dito ay yung philosophic calculus na tinatawag ni Bentham. So, si Bentham introduce na yung philosophic calculus at meron siyang criteria dito kung paano ma-measure yung pleasure tsaka yung pain. Una is yung intensity, no? Pangalawa yung duration or yung haba ng 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 pleasure or pain, no? And then yung certainty or uncertainty ba siya at yung nearness or farness, no? So dito he also include the fecundity, no? When you say here is we will more of the same follow, uulit ba? And its purity na tinatawag if the pleasure won't be followed or kapag nasasaktan ka na ba, uulitin mo pa ba siya or vice versa. So here, in considering the actions that the effects, no, the effects of numbers of the people. So we must also account for extent. So dito sa under din dito, no? He reiterates moral good as happiness and consequently happiness as a pleasure. So sabi din, according din kay paki-turn up muna ang ating mic para may pagpatuloy ang ating session. No? So according kay Mill, no, he clarifies that what makes people happy is intrinsic to the pleasure, you know, and what makes us happy is the privation of pleasure. Okay, let's continue. So dito naman tayo kay John Stuart Mill sa kanyang principle of utility, no? It is not the quantity of pleasure but the quality of happiness that essential utilitarianism. Kay John Stuart Mill naman, more on quality naman siya kasi kay Jeremy Bentham more on quantity siya eh. But kay contradict naman sila ni John Stuart Mill. Kasi kay John Stuart Mill more on quality siya, no? That's why he said that happiness is the central of utilitarianism. So let us continue. Sabi niya, the calculus is unreasonable, no? The qualities cannot be there is a distinction between higher and lower pleasure, no? And then in utilitarianism refers to the greatest happiness principle, no? And then dito din it seeks to promote the capability of achieving the happiness or yung tinatawag nating high pleasure for the most amount of the people. This is its extent. So dito din kaya sa principle of utility ni John Stuart Mill, he think that the principle is utility must distinguish the pleasure, no, more wherein the qualitatively, not the quantitatively, kasi nga si John Stuart Mill more on sa quality siya kumpara sa quantity. So for me, utilitarianism cannot be promoted to this kind of pleasure, no? Kasi appropriate yung mga pleasures na yon sa mga pigs or any other animals. Yun yung according kay John Stuart Mill, no? So he think that there are higher intellectual, so may mas mataas daw na intellectual and the lower base pleasures, no? Tayo bilang as a moral agents, we are capable for searching and desiring higher intellectual pleasure more than sa mga pigs, no, are capable of, no? We undermine ourselves if we only and the primary desire is sensuality, no? So this is because we are capable for higher intellectual or pleasurable goods, no? So according din kay Mill, the perceived bestial pleasure which are appropriate for animals are degrading to us because we are the nature not easily satisfied by pleasure only sa mga pigs, eka nga niya, no? Human pleasure are qualitatively, no? Dahil nga naniniwala sa quality, no? The difference from animal is pleasure. So it is unfair to us to assume that we are merely pursue pleasure appropriate for beasts na, no? Even if there are instances when we choose to pursue such based on our pleasures, no? Ituloy natin ang discussion. So dito tayo sa mga principles of greatest number. So here, equating with pleasure does not aim to describe the utilitarian moral agent alone and independently from others. So this is not about our individual pleasure, regardless how high our intellectual or in other ways noble it is. But it's also about a pleasure of the greatest number affected by consequences of our action. dito sa principle of greatest number, always remember, dapat dito ang mag-benefit ang nakararami. Doon natatapos yung aking presentation about sa utilitarianism ng ating dalawang thinkers in utilitarianism, sila Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill. Mayroon pa po bang idadagdag about sa topic? Mga professors po ng ethics, baka may idadagdag po kayo sa ating cluster session regarding utilitarianism. May dadagdag po ba?
Hello. Good afternoon. Baka merong gustong i-clarify. Anyone from our students who would like to ask some questions? Hello. Tapos na ba, sir? Is there anything
Yes
else
po,
you
sir.
would like
Tapos na po.
to discuss? Yung basis of utilitarianism? Okay. Baka merong gustong magtanong. Hello.
Baka may
Hello.
gusto magtanong.
Hello po, good afternoon. This is Professor Balina po.
Hi, Lady Lynn. Si Lady Lynn. Lady
Hi,
Lynn.
sir. Good afternoon po. May I ask, dun po sa mga estudyante, no, tanong lang natin, ano po yung pagkakaintindi natin dun sa utilitarianism? Anyone from my class po? BSN 2-2? Kung nakinig po tayo. Anyone from my class? Ano po yung idea ng utilitarianism? Ay. BSN 2-7. Mali pa ako ng tawag. 2-7 po. BSN.
May ata sila mag-share ng kanilang knowledge about utilitarianism. Sa mga
Kaya nga,
estudyante ko
sir,
sa BSN 2-10.
Parang ayaw nilang magtanong.
Kasi mga
Kung
estudyante
wala
ko sa
pong-
2-10, baka may isi-share sila about utilitarianism. Raise ng hand. No more question?
Okay, meron bang gustong magtanong? Anyone? Hello. Wala yatang gustong magtanong.
I think, sir, wala po ata.
Wala bang gustong magtanong? Naintindihan nyo naman yung diniscuss ni Professor Dimenso? Andiyan ba yung mga estudyante ko? 2-9. Anyone from 2-9? Magsalita nga kayo. Hello, sino yun? Anyone from 2-9? Andiyan ba yun? Andiyan pa ba yung mga ito? 128. Okay na siguro. Wala na sila.
Okay,
Maliwanag
sir.
naman yung kung maliwanag sa inyo ang discussion, ay okay na. Thumbs up nga. Kung is it okay with everybody na?
O yun, pa-thumbs up na lang po.
Opo, malalaman natin kung naintindihan talaga sa preliminary exam results.
Ayan.
Yes, ma'am.
Oo.
Ito lang po makikita.
Oo. Gusto nating malaman kung naiintindihan talaga eh. Tumawag ka. Ayan, may nagtaas ng kamay. Somebody's raising. Hindi ko makita dito eh. Somebody's raising their hand.
Castor po. Hello po. Castor po from Dudas 10 po.
Ayun, si Don Carlo, saka sino yung isa? Castor, Castor.
Yung prelims exam po ba is numeration or situational po siya?
Ah, ano? Hindi, that will be depending on the professor's concern.
Nice. Okay po.
Yeah,
Thank
pero
you po.
sa akin, you would ask me among my students, the examination is multiple choice.
Okay po.
In my case, sa PSN, meron pa isang nakataas ang kamay eh. Sino ba yun? Makita nyo ba dyan? Hindi ko makita dito eh. Naka-block ako eh. Okay. Ay no, nakataas. Sino yun?
Naka-block
Bale,
din po ako, hindi ko po
Hindi
hindi ko ma-view.
Sino yung
Yeah.
Sino yung nakataas ng kamay na ito?
Si
Yan,
Lee Aldrin. Are you raising your
Aldrin.
hand, Mr. Lee Aldrin Pante?
Aldrin, sino yung Aldrin?
Would you like
Ah.
like to share about utilitarianism? Asan si nawala na. Nahiya na ata.
Sino pa? Anybody? Sige.
Example. Yun lang po sa
Anyone? Wala siguro itong tatanong dito.
Miss Diana is raising her hand.
Diana
Diana E. Tarlino.
Tardino.
Miss Diana,
Sir,
would you
based,
like to share your ideas about utilitarianism? Yes.
Ayan.
based lang po sa understanding ko sa utilitarianism is it is about decision making po na choose po natin yung magpapasaya po sa lahat or it is pleasurable for all than pleasurable or happiness for an individual. And it is about po sa pag iwas po natin sa pag-harm ng ibang tao po.
Sige, yan. Madami. Okay ba yun? Balik natin dun sa ating lecturer. Is it okay na ba yung idea niya, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes
Okay
po,
na yan.
tama po ang kanyang explanation.
Kasi
Very
yan,
clear naman po.
Okay. But
Okay.
you
Sino
will
pa?
have to, teka, sandali lang, sir. But you will have to consider the
Okay.
opinion of the two advocates with regard to the measurement of pleasure. It is, the first one is quantitative, the other one is qualitative. Okay, nevertheless, meron silang measurement that they presented. We'll be using the textbook, the measurement presented between these two advocates are very clear naman. Okay, but the principle will still be the same on the pleasure of the greatest number. Okay. Sige. The other term for utilitarianism is consequentialism or result-oriented basis of an ethical action. Okay, so sige, tawagin natin si Nicole. Nicole Miano, nakataas ang kamay. Hello?
Po, sorry po, yung kanina po yun yung sa mag-share po ng utilitarianism po.
Oo. Sige. Sino pa? Meron pa nakataas ng kamay. Don Carlo, okay ka na ba? Pastor?
Mag-share lang din po sana ako, sir.
Yeah. Sige, you can proceed.
May halintulad po siya dun sa pinagawa po sa aming activity ni Sir Carlo.
Okay.
Decision making po hindi lang po siya minsan is puso yung ginagamit or pleasure po or yung pang sariling kapakanan po. Yung mas iisipin niyo po mas makakabuti po sa kapwa kaysa po yung makakasama.
Marami. Magkaiba yung Yeah, magkaiba yung makabubuti sa kapwa at saka yung makabubuti sa marami. Magkaiba yung dalawa na yun na basehan ng ethical action.
Okay.
Ano? Yung dito kay Stewart Mills saka yung kay Jeremy ay greatest number. Okay? To some extent, we can use other term for that is the benefit for the general welfare. It most likely it is comparable to a democratized society kasi nga the ruling power in democratized society is the majority, which is presumed to be the greatest number of people as members of the society. Whenever there are actions to be done, the presumption it will always be for the benefit of everybody. Okay? Sino pa ito? Sino pa? May nakataas pa? Sino pa yung nakataas pang kamay? May nakataas pang kamay.
Si from the BSN 2-6 Moreno ba to? Aryan Moreno?
Rinig po ba ako, sir?
Sige.
Ayan, yan. You are audible.
Yung pagkakaintindi ko po sa utilitarianism is that the best action is that which maximizes overall happiness or well-being. It follows that a right action is the one that tends to promote the greatest happiness for the greatest number. Which means, sir, if you can sacrifice your own happiness for the sake of others, I think that's called utilitarianism, sir. That's all po. Thank you.
Nabubulol kayo Nabubulol kayo sa ano nga?
Utilitarianism, sir.
Bulol pa rin Ulitin mo nga.
Utilitarianism, sir.
Ulitin. Isa pa.
Utilitarianism.
Nako.
Hello, sir.
Sige. Sige.
Okay na po.
Duda 16.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Si Ma'am Sonia, baka anything you would like to share, Ma'am Sonia? Si Ma'am Sonia, sa justice yan Hello? Sonia, andyan po ba kayo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
We would like
It's
to recognize
interesting.
the presence of Ma'am Sonia. Sige.
Opo, it's interesting to note na sa pag-aaral natin ng utilitarianism ay napag-aaralan na rin ang mga reform for women's benefits. Kasi yung pong ating, kasama po sa reforma. So, ibig sabihin, yung pong feminism, nakaugnay po ito sa gender society, utilitarianism. Kaya nakakatuwa po habang pinag-aaralan natin ng utilitarianism, ang mga estudyante po ay nag-aaral din ng gender society. Kaya napakainam po na yung pong hangarin ng ating mga philosophers internationally ay hindi bago, kundi noon pa. Meron na pong mga struggle for gender equality. Pero noon, hindi pa nababanggit yung gender equality. Pero sa essence, yun po yun. Kaya napakainam na ang masasabi po natin, yung pong pag-aaral tungkol sa gender equality, hindi lang pang babae o hindi lang to advocacy ng women, kundi sinimulan pa noon pa rin ng mga kalalakihan. Kaya dapat po yung mga estudyante natin lalaki na po matuto dito sa utilitarianism na ito na emancipating women from pain. Thank you po.
Okay, salamat ma'am. Salamat Ma'am Sonia for a very
My pleasure.
nice exemplary application of utilitarianism in gender equality. Yan, salamat po. Meron pa po ba? Si Ma'am Lady, baka may sasabihin. Ano ba si Ma'am Lady?
Hello, sir. Good afternoon po.
Yes, ma'am. Anything you would like to say po?
Ayan, sir. Meron naman, may naalala kasi ako sa discussion din kahapon, which is the same topic na diniscuss. Nagustuhan ko kasi yung example na isa ni Sir Jersky kahapon about dun sa, yun nga, sa concept ng utilitarianism, which regards about dun sa
Ay, nag-mute ka ma'am, nag-mute ka.
Ayun. About po sir dun sa example kung saan yung pagpapatayo nung gagamitin na arena for concert ni Taylor Swift dito sa Philippines, which is yung pagpapatayo na yon on some point, yes, may benefit ang country natin, may benefit din yung mga tao na makukuha. But then, on some point din, yung pagtatayuan kasi mismo, yung tinitignan na place kung saan itatayo yung arena na gagamitin is, ang matatamaan naman doon is yung mga natives natin, yung mga Aita. So, kumbaga, masasacrifice yung place, but then, meron ding benefit. So, I just want to ask yung mga students natin, what is your stand doon sa idea na yon? Narinig ko kasi kay Sir Jersky eh. Gusto ko lang din malaman naman yung point of view naman ng mga nandito ngayon regarding that. Anong point of view or anong stand ninyo doon sa issue na yon? Kasi ang pwede natin maging benefit ng country natin is yung sa economic natin. Siyempre, magpupuntahan din dito yung mga taga ibang bansa, which is papasok dito sa atin ng pera, ang turismo, ganyan. And then, yung pagpapatayo pa lang nun, magbibigay na rin ng trabaho para dun sa mga tao. And sa palibot din nun, siyempre pwede na ding magtayo yung mga ibang businesses, ganyan. But then, yun nga, yung place na pagtatayuan kasi may maaapektuhan. So, yun po, anong stand ninyo doon? I want to hear from my students po, from BSN 2-7. Anyone from my class? Anyone po? Mahiyain ata yung mga BSN 2-7. Asaan kayo?
Tumawag ka na, ma'am. Tumawag ka na ng estudyante para
sir.
Mag-identify ka na ng estudyante mo, ma'am, para siguradong sasagot. Ayan.
Okay po. Miss Fiesta, nandito ka ba? Miss Fiesta? Fiesta Jaya Nicole. Hello po. From BSN 2-7. Mukhang wala ata ang gustong sumagot, sir. Sige, from any na lang po, sa mga sa mga naka-join po dito ngayon. We just want to hear your stand. Yes, Diana.
Ayun. 13 yata uli yan.
Yes po.
Ma'am,
Dating
yung
estudyante.
nabasa ko rin po kasi yun sa social media, yung itatayo pong arena. And I think po hindi naman po siya para kay Taylor Swift. And sabi lang po doon, kayang i-cater yung ganong kalalaking concert. So, sabi niyo po, masasagasaan po yung mga tirahan ng mga itas. So, if wala po silang matitirahan, I think po mas okay po na gawa ng government ng paraan. For example po is, payagan po silang magtayo ng stalls doon para maging kabuhayan po nila. Or better po is to hire them as a staff in that arena po para po magkaroon po sila ng kita po.
Ayun. Thank you very much, Diana. So, how about po, meron pa po ba? We just want to hear your, yes, Don Carlo.
Ma'am, sa tingin ko po, una po dapat kung bago po silang paalisin is i-segregate po muna sila sa bagong tirahan. Or dapat po, meron po silang bigyan na tirahan bago po sila paalisin dun sa kinakatayuan o itatayong arena. Yun lang po.
Ayun, thank you. So, may mga suggestions tayo na rin. Meron pa?
Corpus.
Sino pa?
Si Corpus and Paul eh. Corpus.
Yes po. I do agree po dun sa dalawang sinabi nila, which is we need to give po muna ng mga paraan or mga solusyon bago natin paalisin yung mga AITA doon. And I agree din dun sa sinabi ni Diana na bibigyan sila, may benefit sa kanila yung pangkabuhayan. And the reason why we need to do this naman po din yung sa ganung mga concert, mas marami po kasi siyang benefits pagdating sa tourism, sa of course sa country natin may maiitulong siya, and kung kaya naman po natin bigyan ng solusyon yung sa mga AITA, why not po nabigyan din natin sila ng mas maganda pa or mas better na makakapag innovate din sila as an individual po.
Ayun, thank you so much. Gaganda ng mga suggestions nila, sir. Ayan, so nakita naman natin na pinag-iisipan po nila.
Si Paul
Okay,
kanina.
so
Paul Asa si Paul nawala na?
Yes po, sir.
Yun, yeah.
Sasagutin ko lang po ulit yung katanong kanina, sir. Siguro nga po, kailangan po ng government natin, bago paalisin po yung mga AITAs, is magtayo muna po ng program para hindi po sila maiwan sa pagtatayo po ng arena. And base nga po sa sinabi ni ma'am na magkakaroon nga po ng benefits yung mga tao doon, which is yung turismo po, yung magiging unang hanap buhay po nila. Yun lang po.
Salamat sa ating sa idea ng mga.
Okay. Ayun, thank you po. So meron pa po ba?
Sige.
Sir.
Yeah. Meron pa ba? Yeah, just would like to remind
meron
our students. Yeah. Wala na yata. Reminder lang ako sa mga estudyante, itong utilitarianism is just one of the bases for an ethical action. There can be other bases. Perhaps since this is social science, we will be looking into other resource pattern, perhaps for adapting the appropriate program for the benefit of the people of the society. Okay, so this is just one of the bases. There can be other bases. Sige, pero salamat sa mga opinion nyo. That will be essential for purposes of determining whether you do understand our discussion. Meron pa po ba? Yung ating lecturer, baka meron pang something else that he would like to emphasize?
Pwede po may mamagnet lang ako. Sa kanya copy po.
Yes.
Opo. In terms of development, ito po ay nakalap ko na sa mga interviews ko way back my younger days as broadcast journalist in Quezon City. Lagi po, kapag may development, ang tinitingnan sa development ay yung land, but not the people. So palagi po, ang tanong natin, para saan yung development? Para kanino? Kasi sa ibang mga bansa, tinutulungan po nila na manatili ang kanilang kultura sa pamamagitan ng pag-aalaga sa kanilang mga indigenous peoples, sa mga magsasaka. Dito po sa atin, kapag may development, ang mindset, itaboy ang mga una ng nanirahan sa lupain yun. At invisible invisible yung mga indigenous peoples. Parang squatter, pero ang kanilang lupain ay ancestral land. Mga sagradong lupain sa kanila. So yun po ang kailangang mabago sa pamagitan ng ating mga estudyante ngayon na nag-aaral ng utilitarianism. Kapag iniisip po natin yung greatest pleasure for the greatest number of people, importante po, una sa lahat, tao. Tao ang binibigyan natin ng kaluwagan, ng kasiyahan, at ini-improve yung kanilang kapaligiran. Hindi sila itinataboy. At kung may development, kasama sila. Yun po sinasabi mismo ng mga ahensya ng gobyerno Kaya marami po tayong squatters, marami pa tayong mga slums, o ang tawag ngayon ay informal sectors na pinapabayaan lang, pero pagdating ng botohan, kinakalinga, pinakakain. So wala po sa ating human development. Kaya mga estudyante, ito po pag-isipan natin, no? Ang question is, dapat bang itaboy yung mga indigenous peoples para makapagtayo ng concert building kay Taylor Swift? Parang ang tanong dun dapat bang manatili ang POGO para patuloy tayong may bilyong-bilyong pondo na hindi naman totoong naani ng gobyerno at lalo pang napapalungi lahat mostly ang ating mga kababayan. So yun po yung conflict, I think, no, dun sa, when you think of utilitarianism, you think of development. But then, development for whom? Para kanino, para saan? At pag nag-isip po tayo, hindi lang sa termino ng presidente na 6 years, kundi long term. Para umunlad ang ating Philippine society. Otherwise, wala po tayong development. Ano lang, patse-patse. Tsaka pera-pera lang, pera-pera. Pero yung pagmamahal sa tunay, pagkalinga sa bayan, wala pa sa atin. Baka kailangan pa natin mag-aral ng utilitarianism at iba pang mga ethical principles. Salamat po.
Okay, salamat ma'am. Salamat sa ating mabiyayang opinion. Okay, meron pa ba? Hello? Wala na. Wala na. Okay na, sa lecturer natin. Okay na. Oo. I-post na lang yung lecture after this. Siguro with our respective classes we will be sharing the PowerPoint presentation and also the recorded video with regard to this lecture. Okay, so thank you very much for joining and participating. Salamat po sa ating mga professor.
Thank you, sir.
Ay, may nagtaas pa ng kamay. Okay, wala na. Thank you very much. Salamat sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Sir naman.
Thank you po.
Happy day to all students and colleagues.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.